So our president fulfilled one of his campaign promises to pardon the January 6th defendants, and in so doing, obviously demonstrating his complete lack of respect for democracy. This man hates the fact that any of us have a voice, and I'll prove it to you. But first, I want to read a quote, or a couple quotes from one of the direct victims of January 6th. This was an officer by the name of Michael Fannin, who was at the Capitol that day, who very well could have died. And he was asked his opinion on these pardons only a few hours ago, and this is what he had to say. This is what the American people voted for. Donald Trump has been promising these pardons ever since he announced his candidacy at Waco, Texas, the scene of one of the most notorious battles between American law enforcement and American extremist movement that has resulted in the deaths of numerous law enforcement officers. Thanks, America. He went on to talk about the ongoing threats to his life, to his family. But when he was asked about his pre-pardon from Biden, one of Biden's last acts as president, Michael Fannin had this to say. I think it's a sad commentary on where we are as a nation, that a sitting president thought it necessary to issue preemptive pardons to a witness in a congressional investigation, because the subject of that investigation is now the president and has promised to pursue politically motivated revenge. How do I know that Trump hates democracy? This is what he said one day after January 6th. There's video footage of it. I insist you watch it all. He had this to say back in 2021. I would like to begin by addressing the heinous attack on the United States Capitol. Like all Americans, I am outraged by the violence, lawlessness, and mayhem. I immediately deployed the National Guard and federal law enforcement to secure the building and expel the intruders. America is and must always be a nation of law and order. The demonstrators who infiltrated the Capitol have defiled the seat of American democracy. And he pardoned them.